guys, and welcome back to my channel. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. I know we're going into fall and winter, but if you're like me, your oil is just ridiculous. My face, I think, is becoming more oily combination. I'm extremely oily in my T-zone, which I'm sure for my oily girls out there, that's just how it is. We just cannot get the oil under control in our T-zone, but I kind of figured it out more than before. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm really finding the right products to keep my oil under control and make my face and my makeup look great for an extended period of time. I'm talking like 12 to 15 hours. So if you want to see how I keep my oil under control, then keep on watching. Taking care of your skin is so important, and exfoliating, even though you have oily skin, it's still so important to exfoliate. Do not exfoliate if you are planning on wearing makeup that day. I only exfoliate the day or the night before I'm planning on wearing makeup, because it's going to send your oil like in overdrive, and you're going to become so much more oily after you exfoliate. Everything just becomes like double, triple the amount of oil on your face. So do not exfoliate the day you're gonna wear makeup. When it comes to moisturizers, obviously find the moisturizers that say oil free. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know oil of Olay is my jam. I love oil of Olay, but not particularly under my makeup because I do become oily. These are basically my night creams, what I like to do once I wash my face after a long day of wearing makeup. This is going to rehydrate my skin. It is still important to hydrate your skin even though you're oily. I think a lot of us think, well, I'm not going to hydrate it because I don't want more oil on my face, but it's just as important to moisturize your face even if you are oily. What I like to use is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. I've used this in the past, and using it under my makeup is amazing. They have some really, really good products out there, and this is oil-free and non-comedogenic. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which is really good for your skin, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. These kind of products are really good to wear under makeup, and if you have oily skin, so maybe switch from certain products that do cause you to become oily or greasy, and you'll figure it out. Trial and error. That's how it's always been for me. So after you moisturize, obviously then it is time to prime, and priming is so important, and to use a mattifying primer is so important. So one of my favorites is the Porefessional Matte Rescue. This is an amazing product. I basically put this mainly in my T-zone. Sometimes I'll drag this out even further on my cheeks, even though I basically concentrate it, in my T-zone, because this one is part of the Porefessional, so it's supposed to make your pores look smaller. A great drugstore is the Rimmel Matte Rescue. I used this on my wedding day in Mexico, on the beach, in the hot sun. This stuff really works and keeps me matte. That's all I care about, and it's affordable. For foundations, I feel like there's so many great high-end and drugstore foundations that are matte foundations, and they really keep the oil under control. One of my all-time favorites is the Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra Wear. This is the most expensive foundation that I own, but I will say it is an amazing foundation. Never lets me down. Is matte, but what turns a lot of people off is the price. But I do feel like there's so many other foundations that could give it a run for its money. Another high end would be the All Nighter, Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. I use this a lot. This is a great mattifying foundation, and long wearing. Even if you do get a tad oily, like it doesn't really break up too bad, you can blot it and you're good to go with this bad boy. 2 drugstore foundations that are just amazing is the NYX Total Control Cover Drops and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. These are a big time go-to matte foundation for me, and they're affordable. Like, I mean, you can't go wrong with drugstore products that really work and give a high-end product a run for its money. Moving on to powders, I am so in love with the Airspun. I got mine at Walgreens. I think you can get it at Walgreens, Walmart, I think Target, but this is heavy duty. This is what I used last weekend and my makeup did not move. I bake with this all over my face. Not the biggest fan about setting my concealer with it, but as far as setting the rest of your face and baking with it, your makeup is not moving. If you have a long day ahead of you or a long night ahead of you, this is one of my favorite powders to use. This is the Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage. I've only used this twice. It is the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. It's Too Faced new setting powder that they came out with. I like setting underneath my eyes, but I've actually set my whole face with it. It gives a beautiful finish and my makeup didn't move. I was very surprised with this setting powder, and it makes me look really airbrushed, like from start to finish. Like when I put it on to the time I take it off, I didn't have any touch-ups with this, and my foundation and just my face just looked amazing. This is a great powder. Drugstore powder I love that keeps my oil at bay is the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder. This definitely does what it says it's supposed to do, keep you shine free, and it is a great drugstore affordable powder. Now that I'm gonna sit here and bake a little bit, I will go over the setting sprays I like. High-end wise, I love the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is a great setting spray. Urban Decay also has I think it's called like the De-Slick setting spray. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard it works, I've heard it doesn't. So maybe just get a little trial size and see if that works for you. And then as far as drugstore, the NYX Matte Finish is a great matte setting spray. So this is the final look, and I am feeling very under control. Yes, I know it's a lot of makeup, it's a lot of powder, but I will say that I do spray my face twice. I sprayed my face twice with, basically with any setting spray. A lot of times I'll spray twice because I do use so much powder, but that really helps, even though it seems very excessive to use a setting spray twice. It really helps with the powder look on your face and making it look like you're not wearing as much makeup as you really are. But I promise you, what I did last weekend and using that Airspun and baking my face was amazing and fabulous, and it lasted me so long. No touch-ups, barely any oil peeking through, and another reason is because of the primers I use. I hope this video helped some of you out there, and you can go on being cake face just like me. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching.